So good afternoon, champion. Welcome to our today's session. So I hope you had a great week. And today is Friday, so I would like to officially welcome you to our today's analysis. So today we are going to analyze the Euro GBP and also the NAS 100 USD. So let me start with Euro GBP. So for you to understand how the Euro GBP is moving on, so let me start from the weekly time frame. So from the weekly time frame, you can see that we have got a general uptrend. So this is the uptrend that, as you can see, we have got a general uptrend, and this uptrend was mainly caused by these double touches here that were made to the trend line below. So you can see that the markets came to these highs that are here, moved on, started creating these patterns where we've got this point of support that is around here, and also you've got this point of resistance that is here. But as you can see that we had double touches on this point of support, went above, broke above, came to this trend line that is here, came below to have a retest to this point of support, was moving in between these 2 point of support. And you can see that this point of resistance that is here and this point of support, in the future, as I'll be going on with my analysis, you realize that they are very significant regions, these two regions, because currently that is where the markets are playing in between. So if I may zoom in so that you can have a clear view, so that is how markets are moving, and we have been trying to capitalize on it, making sure that we are not caught out of the market. So currently the markets are moving in between these two trend line, that is the trend line that is above here and also the trend line that is below this point here. And just to explain as to why you can see that I've placed in a long position when it comes to the weekly time frame. You can see that when the markets, you can see that the market made double touches here, which was a near touch to this trend line here. Then they went above, broke this point of support, also made a breakout out of this point of resistance, touched this trend line that is above here, came to this point of support, went above it, then came back, broke through this point of support, came to settle into this trend line. Then it went above to this point of support that this time round it is behaving as a point of resistance, was resisted by this region of resistance, went again to have a retest to this point of trend line that is here. Now currently we are expecting that the markets are going to move, break out to the upside, come to this point. Now at this particular point, because it is a very strong point of resistance, the markets are going to move below this point here, come to this point of support, and later on make a breakout, touch this trend line, and continue moving to the upside. So I think that was helpful when it comes to the weekly time frame. Now let us move now to the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame, these are the two targets that I was talking about that the markets are currently in. So you can see that the markets have been moving with a downward trend, or rather a bearish trend, as you can see here. But then you can see that the markets are trying to create some sort of correction, moving in between these two trend. The trend line that is above it, trying to come back to be moving in between these two trend line. That is, this being the first trend line and this being the second trend line. So the pattern that we are seeing at this region here is kind of a correction that is being made to the upside. That is just to make sure the markets are moving to the correct way, or get into the pattern in which they have been playing in between. So currently we are expecting more patterns to be created, but this time round the patterns are going to be a bullish trend, or a move to the upside. That is. Now let us move on to the hourly time frame. Now, when it comes to the hourly time frame, now you'll be able to see how markets are trying to correct themselves. So you can see that here at this point we had a breakout to the downside, that is a breakout to the downside, and you can see that the markets went up to this trend line, and after touching this trend line it came above, went again, created a point of support here. Now it has been moving up. You can see that generally we have got this upward trend that is being created at the same time here. So the market moved from this point, you can see, it had a shallow touch to this trend line, then moved above it. Now this, you can see that this is a very strong point of resistance. That's why the market had to move to this point, touching the trend line in the other side, and then we had a clear breakout above it, and you can see that the breakout is being continuous. So currently I'm expecting that the markets are going to move above up to this these levels that are here before they can have a retest to this point of support here, and then so that they can move on to the upside, so that you can have a creation of a particular pattern in between that point. So I hope that was clear. So let me just reduce this analysis that you can have a clear view as we'll be moving on to the hourly time frame. So for those who, okay, I know some of you have realized that I've placed in a kind of a buy limit in this case. Yesterday I explained to you what a buy limit is. So I've placed in a buy limit mainly because this is a very strong point when it comes now to the hourly time frame. This is a very strong point of resistance, as you can see here. This is a very strong point of resistance. So I have got a feeling that the markets, though they were trying their best to move to the upside, but then we had this move to the downside. Now they are having another retrace. I mean a retest to this point here. But I kind of have a feeling that the markets are still going to move to the downside for a retest to this point of support before them making a breakout above. That's why you can see that I've placed in a buy stop, because I'm awaiting for the markets to come in between here. But if the markets make a breakout this time around, that is from this point, break above this point of resistance here, I still have got plans. So let me zoom out so that I can explain to you what I'm going to do. So if the markets don't come back for a retest and they just get into that breakout, I that is the plan that I will have, where I'll be risking only 100 pips. So in this plan, or in this long position that I've placed, you can see that I'll be gaining a total of 462 pips, which is also good. So if a breakout is going to happen above this point, then I'm expecting that the markets, so let me first of all remove this. So if a breakout happens in these areas, I'm expecting that the markets are going to move above here. Then they shall come back for a retest to this point, and then they are going to create a breakout to the upside, just for the creation of patterns. That is because one characteristic of markets is that they will always create patterns as they are moving up and down. So that is it that I had for you guys for I mean the Euro GBP. So I would like us to move to the NAS 100. So when it comes to NAS 100, I won't talk much from the week, I mean from the daily time frame, because in the daily time frame you just have got a general move to the upside. Then you have got this trend line that is above here, and you can see that after touching this trend line, the market have been moving to the downside, trying to create several moves to the downside. That is, or the creation of a downward trend or a bearish trend. So let me just move on to the hourly time frame. Now from the hourly time frame, you'll be able to understand what the market are trying to do. So you can see that we had a clear move to the upside, that is a bullish trend to the upside. But then you can see at this point, after touching, so after after we have had this touch, let me explain something. So after we have had this touch here, several touches to the upside, initially we just had two touches. Then these three touches to this upside gave a sign that we will experience a change in movement in the future moves. So you can see that after a touch to this point here, the markets went down to this point of support, moved up, went back for a retest, moved up, created a new point of support, and then moved up to this side. And then you can see that there have been creation of a bearish trend in between. And then later on, after we have had a change, you can see that here we have got this point of support still acting in a very strong way. But when the market made a final touch to this trend line here, you can see that we had a complete change of patterns. you can see that currently we are experiencing kind of a very a bullish trend. So currently we are in a bullish trend or a move to the downside. That is the kind of feeling that I have for this market is that the markets are currently trying to have a completion of pattern, because if you are able to see that the markets have to complete this triangle that is here. So the markets have to complete this triangle that is here. You can see that even though it is not so clear, but you can see that there is a certain triangle that the markets are trying to complete. Or if I may say that the markets are trying to complete, just give me some few minutes. Yeah, so if you can, you will be able to see is that the markets are trying to kind of complete a curve. So you can clearly see this curve that is here. So the market will be trying their best to complete this curve. So we will experience several move to the downside till the markets come to this position here, and then for them to later on move to the upside and start creating new patterns. So if I may move to the 1 hour time frame. Now from the 1 hour time frame, that is when that you'll be able to see a clear move to the downside. So you can see that we have got a very clear bullish trend that is moving to the downside. So you can see that at this point we had a touch to the trend line at this point. Then we had a sudden move to the downside. That is, we had creation of this point of support. The market wanted to touch this trend line, but then they moved to the downside, creation of point of support, and then a breakout to that point of support. We had a move to this trend line that is below here, created also this point of support that we had some small consolidation, but then the market made a breakout. So you can have this clear breakout that was here. Now currently the market have been moving to the downside. Remember, the target is again for the market to touch this other trend line that is in this side. So you can see that from this point that the markets are in, you can see that the markets came to this point of support that is here, went above for a retest to this point of resistance. Now currently I'm expecting that the markets are going to make a breakout, below this market, come to this point here, and then move to the upside again for them to further move to the downside. That is, so I'm currently in this trade, this short position. I've got a trade in it where I'm just risking a total of 35k for a total gain of 153 pips. So I hope this analysis was helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share this content to some of your friends, family members that you kind of think that they are interested in trading the markets, and that is forex. So do have a great weekend, and next week, let us meet next week on Monday, and may the pips always be with you. Thank you.